So as you get settled into the ground, give the muscles of your back a chance to readjust and just get comfortable. Good. I'm hearing some deep breaths start to flow, so let that happen. Even trying to make each subsequent breath for the next few rounds a little bit slower. Deep inhales. And with the exhales, it's almost like little tiny particles of tension are just leaving us. A new fresh inhale. And exhale to release more tension. And feel how with each breath, we're able to relax just a bit deeper. So as we continue a few more rounds of this relaxing, tension-releasing breath, we'll take a moment to connect with our simple intention today. Today you're going to notice we're focusing a lot on the shoulder and especially the neck area, because those areas, especially that neck, tends to get really tight. That's one of those spots a lot of people hold tension, and we have to massage it out. We have to sleep on it just right, or we can wake up and there's a crook in the neck and it just doesn't feel good. And the whole rest of the day is affected by it. And so that's kind of what tension feels like. And so our goal as we travel through our class today, overall, is to help out our body, but especially helping out the neck, up, down through the shoulders as well. So imagine as we're helping to release the physical tension, we're helping our body and our experience be a little bit more relaxed now than it was previously. So in this way, we head forward with relaxation, with peace, with ease. Let's take another huge inhale. Good exhale. So from here, let's start to take the knees into the chest. You can place a hand on each knee. Start to explore a couple of easy rocking motions with the knees, with the hips rocking around. Note spots of the body that might have tension. Our intention is to gradually release those as well. Good. So as we stop the rocking, get both of your feet to plant close to the glutes. And we're going to take a bridge pose. So hands are on the floor by the hips. Let's roll our hips up, one vertebrae at a time. At the highest spot, you choose. Some of us can clasp hands under our back, some can't. If you go for the clasp, walk the shoulders under, try to lift higher. But especially notice how the neck and the shoulders are receiving this. Just let a few good, easy breaths flow. Each exhale, those little particles of tension no longer needing to be in our body. One more good inhale. Exhale, release, roll back down. We'll begin kind of like a rocking motion for our whole spine. We push into our feet a little bit. That'll rock our head up an inch. And then relaxing the feet rocks us back down an inch. So take that nice and fast. Just rock and rock and rock and rock. Notice how this kind of eases the whole spine and even up through the neck. So maybe take another 3, 2, 1, and stop. We'll take the right leg up to the sky. Easy grab onto the leg, maybe grabbing on behind the thigh or behind the calf. You can be holding in stillness, or you can be rocking the foot around using ankle tightness. Good. Keep the easy breath flowing through our body. From here, hands release from the leg. Let this right leg do 3 circles and we'll switch the direction each time. So it'll end up being 6 total. So cross directly down, go around and up, right away switch directions. So go out through the side to go down and through the middle to go up. Good, 2 more each direction. Last one. And then cross the right thigh really tightly over the left thigh when we finish the last one. The thighs come into the chest, and each hand tries to grab for the ankle that's off to each side. If the ankles are too far, you can grab closer to the knees. Try to make sure head and neck are dropping back down, releasing to the earth. And feel how some of those tight areas around the hips. Get a couple of breaths of release. So now as we start to release the hands, that left foot drops down to the ground, keep the cross. We're gonna set up our shoulders in eagle's pose, so right elbow under the left. Maybe the hands can wind, maybe it's just the elbows. Either way, start off with the foundation of the arms, the shoulders try to press away from the ears, down. And then see how much the fingertips can try to rise to the space right above the head. Sometimes they can touch the floor, sometimes it's just kind of floating in that direction. Breathe space into the shoulders here. And to help activate the core, let's take 10 crunches with the body full wound up like this eagle's pose. So inhale for a breath. Exhale, try to touch elbows to thighs. And relax back down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Especially let the head relax back down. Arms spiral open, stretching like a figure T on the ground. And then let the knees fall over to the left. So that pulls some of those tight low back muscles. Try to keep the shoulders super grounded. Maybe even gaze over the right hand. Letting the neck be part of the stretch. Now uncross the knees and continue to roll over to the left side body. We'll take a quad stretch from here, so support the head or lay the head on the upper arm. And then right hand grabs right toes from behind your back. For a lot of people, this is plenty of stretch. There might be a handful of you who want more, so you're welcome to return those right toes to the ground a little bit, or return all the way flat onto your back again. With the knee tucked like this, the toes tucked, it'll feel really good for that quad. Obviously, don't injure the knee. Don't feel like you have to force anything too far. Wherever we're at, let's just take one more breath. A nice inhale. Exhale. Good. Roll back over to the left side body to release. And then take your right hand as high up toward your shoulder blades as you can. roll onto that right hand, and left hand comes to the base of the neck. It's almost like Gomukhasana or cow face arms. So just feel how your body wants to be in this shape. Feel how close or how far the arms are comfortable. Just letting gravity by itself help us. So one more inhale. Exhale, releasing particles of tension. Bring out the arms. And plant both feet close to the glutes. Let's do a few of those rocking motions again. Push into the feet a little bit, the head rocks toward the back wall, and then release it, rocks back down. You can go fast, you can go slow. Kind of activates all sorts of those acupressure points on our back, helping to soothe our whole system like we're being hugged. Good. So 3, 2, 1. Stillness. Left leg up to the sky. Grab on wherever it's easy to reach. Maybe the ankle is rolling, or maybe it's in stillness, just trying to pull the leg in. So now as hands release, this leg just does 3 circles to each direction. So drop down, go around and up. Right away, reverse directions. And 2 more each. And 1. Good. When you finish, cross the left thigh tightly over the right. Left elbow under the right eagle's wrap. Shoulders try to press down away from the ears. If there's any space to try to bring the fingertips to the space above the crown of head. Try to melt the arms open in that direction. So for our 10 crunches, take an inhale breath. Exhale, elbows to thighs. And 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms to spread open. Good. Take the thighs into the chest. Let's try to grab onto each ankle. Feel ourselves easing deeper into the hip joints. Releasing the arms back open, tilt the knees all the way over to the right. Maybe the gaze goes over left fingers, adding in the neck. And as we uncross the knees, continue to roll over to this right side body. Grab left foot and left hand behind your back. Quad stretch. Obviously, just staying here on the side body is beautiful. If anybody wants to return part of the weight or all of the weight onto your back, that is absolutely acceptable if your knee is okay with it. Another inhale. Exhale. Start to roll back onto your side body, releasing the knee, and then the left hand comes behind your back, trying to work its way up to that spot as close as it can in between shoulder blades. Flop back onto your back, and right hand comes toward base of neck. Obviously, if it's too tight, inch it a little bit further. Sometimes there's days where they can inch a little bit closer. But just feel what wants to be opened here. Feel gravity helping us. No sense of struggle at all. One more inhale. Exhale. You need to roll to the side to release, that's okay. Free up the arms. We're on our back again. Let's clasp our hands behind the back of the head and bring the chin into the chest, but then try to get the head to be heavy. The head is trying to drop back as the strength of the arms pulls our neck into a stretch. Give it a couple of good breaths, letting that neck stretch without any sort of tension. Good. One more inhale. Exhale. And we'll start to work our way up toward a seated place. So sometimes rolling like a ball is nice to massage all the muscles of the back. Other days I just want to come up, so that's okay too. Eventually, when we're all the way up, take the bottoms of feet together. We'll grab onto our ankles and lean back just a little bit, so it's like the shoulders are getting tugged down. So from that spot, let's take a couple of neck stretches. So let's bring the right ear to the right shoulder. Bring the head slightly behind the shoulder, the jaw rotates up a little bit. Ear back over shoulder. Head slightly in front of the shoulder, nose turns down. Take the chin all the way to the chest. Back up. Left ear over left shoulder. Head slightly behind the shoulder, jaw rotates up. Ear over shoulder. Head slightly in front of the shoulder, nose turns down. Drop the chin to the chest. Bring the head back up briefly. Try to keep the spine straight as you begin to tilt forward through cobbler. And when you can't go any further, let the weight of the head be super heavy today. Just dropping all the way down. Roll the spine all the way back up. The legs open out nice wide with your V shape. Take a few breaths, trying to inch the fingers forward. Walk the hands over to surround the right leg. Right hand finds the floor in front of the right leg, sometimes even dropping down the right elbow. Left shoulder pulls back, and this left arm just continues to reach over. Then start to drop the shoulders down, square to the floor, reach directly through the center. And then hands walk over to surround the left leg. Left hand comes in front of the left leg, maybe even dropping the elbow. Right shoulder pulls back. Bring that right arm up. Good. Drop it back through the center. Maybe you can walk the fingers forward another couple of inches. As we walk the hands back up, we want the spine to be stacked, so bent knees is absolutely allowed. Start with the hands in front of you. With this one, we're including our neck. So the idea is 3/3 to open. It's an inhale, another inhale, and a third inhale. By the third one, we're looking as far as we can over that side. The arm is tracing that gaze of the eyes. And then exhale brings us back forward. And second side, inhale, 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 exhale to return. So whenever you're ready. Let the neck be part of it. Take 2 more to each side. Beautiful. Let's come to kneeling. When we take our cat pose, let the neck be super exaggerated today. So when the spine goes up, curl the chin all the way into the chest. And when the belly starts to drop down, just see how much the neck wants to come up with that. Follow the breath, exhales. And inhales. Two more. Spine to neutral for a moment. Walk the hands forward in the puppy pose. So hips stay over the knees. The arms go as far forward as you can reach. You can either have the forehead or the chin on the ground, whatever's more comfortable. So opening through the shoulders, maybe the throat area. Start to walk the hands backwards until the hips sink to the heels. Child's pose. You can choose arms forward or maybe arms back. Shifting back forward into plank or kneeling plank, your choice. Let's try to slowly lower all the way to the ground. And notice when you take your cobra, you're not trying to crank your head back. You're trying to keep the neck in the same long line as the rest of the spine. So take a cobra, filling the neck in that long position without rocking it back. Shoulders pressing down. Good. Take another inhale. Exhale. Child pose, or if you're ready for down dog, go ahead and rise up there. Wiggles through the legs are fine, but through the neck, we let the head drop. Sometimes we kind of have this tendency to try to gaze in between the hands, but feel how you can actually release the head really nice. Good shaking it sometimes feels good. Let's start to walk our feet forward to top of the mat. Once we're there, clasp the hands together, place the fingers at the base of the skull, helping to round the neck and the muscles of the back in a little bit. Dropping the hands to tangle, take one more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, circle the arms through the sides to rise up. Maybe an arch back. These hands come to the heart. Let's clasp our hands behind our back. Take the hands over to the right hip or the right waist and drop the right ear to the right shoulder. Lots of length for that left side. And easy up. Hands over to the left hip or left waist. Left ear down. And as the head comes back up, let the knees bend. Place the torso down onto the thighs. Start to pull the arms back behind us. Shoulder stretch. Place your hands down to the ground, maybe the legs straighten a little bit. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, planting the hands down, you can go for the knees. Step back, your choice. This can go straight to down dog, straight to child pose, or you can take a slow Lordy Chaturanga. That cobra without the neck crunch. And downward facing dog, neck super loose. Good. Let's float our right leg clear up to the sky. Feel it reach super high. And right foot steps in between our hands. So right hand starts to reach up to the sky from here, but then take the right hand behind your low back area. Continue to pull that right shoulder back to open it, and then drop the left ear down. So this is a chance to relax through the neck and open up that shoulder altogether. So one more inhale. Exhale. Drop the right hand to the floor. Let that right leg have just a couple of breaths to try to straighten it out a little bit more. And bend the right knee again so we can plant both hands. Step back, your choice, child pose, down dog, or a flow. Left leg starts to reach up to the sky. Step left foot in between hands. Left hand up to sky or around the low back. So it's the same thing. Keep on pulling that shoulder open and back, but then drop the right ear to right shoulder, just relaxing it. Good. Left hand to the floor. Maybe try to straighten the leg. Just a good breath or two. Bending the knee a little bit so the hands can find their placement. Step back, your choice. Child's pose, down dog, or a float. Walk our way up to the top of the mat. Hands can clasp together, maybe this time non-dominant feet in front. Place the pinkies toward the base of the skull, gently curl the head in. Dropping hands down, take one more breath. And then the following inhale helps us rise. Once we've got hands back to heart, let's take eagle's arms, right elbow winds under left elbow. And then we're going to take a moment to just kind of try to loosen up any tightness that's in our shoulders or even our neck. So my recommendation, start from that foundation, shoulders relax down, maybe elbows lift. But then maybe you're taking a little bit of twisting left to right. Maybe elbows up or elbows into the belly button. Or maybe it's about the neck, twisting the neck around in ways that ease our personal tension. One more good inhale, whatever you're doing. Exhale to bring us to the center. Trying to go for eagles, full eagle. So sit back like we're going into a chair. Maybe this is where we stay. Maybe right leg crosses over. Take standards when the toes stay on the ground. Full eagles wrap. This one we're trying to wrap the toes around the calf. Good. So straightening the standing leg, try to kick this right leg forward. Sweep it under and through a brief warrior 3. And then land that foot, warrior 1. Elbows float up to the sky for just a moment. Elbows into the belly button for a moment. And as we rise back up, feel that nice release. We open the arms left and right. Maybe a nice shoulder shrug. Good. Hands clasped together behind our back. Hands to the right waist or hip. Right ear down. And head up. Hands to the left. Left ear down. Release, hands sweep up to the side. Maybe you can trace back just a hair. Exhale, hands down to the ground. Up on the back toes, float the left hand up to sky. And take the left hand behind the back. Right ear drops to right shoulder. Keep on pulling that top shoulder. You got it, Yeah, good. Left and right are hard, I understand. Good, so hand releases to floor, let's step back. Your choice again, child pose, down dog or a flow. Walk back up to the top of the mat. Hand clasp, the face up skull, curl in. These hands down, one more breath. In, out. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart. Eagles pose second side. So left elbow under. A moment to be playful. Maybe push the shoulders down. Maybe lift elbows up. You want to twist left and right, that's great. If you want the neck to have some freedom, or elbows up, elbows down, you've got all sorts of options to play with. Whatever you're doing, take one more breath in and out. Right back to the center, sit the hips back. Maybe take the left side over, extend or toe wrap around the calf. Yep, even the block is great. Perfect, very convenient. Okay, so right leg is a stand-up leg, it straightens. Left leg is forward for a moment. Sweep back, breathe warrior 3. And land warrior 1, elbows float up. And elbows into the belly button. Torso up. Feel that nice freedom as you release the shoulders open. Good. Clasping hands behind the back. Hands to the left waist. Left ear down. And head up. Hands to the right. Right ear down. Head up. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands down. Pop up onto the back toes. Left hand stays, right hand sweep up to side. Hands around the low back. Pulling that shoulder open and then drop the left ear down. Good. Hand releases to the ground. Step back, kneeling plank or full plank below, lower to belly. Once we're on belly, take the right arm, straight arm directly out to the right. Look away from it, so right cheek on the ground. Press into left hand. That'll help us to stretch the right shoulder, the one that's just got extended out. So I like to make sure head is relaxed down. Sometimes hips back, sometimes the top leg can even rotate behind us a little bit. Let's drop down to the belly. Second side, left arm to the left. Gaze away from it. Press into the right hand, maybe hips back, maybe top leg rotates behind. Belly down. Hands under the shoulders. And from here, your choice, go straight to child pose or finish the flow. To a nice down dog. Head dropping heavy. Wherever we're at, start to ease our way back up to the top of the mat. Nice forward fold. Hand clasp behind the head, throwing the head in. Release the hands down. Another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, rise. Hands to heart. Eagle's pose, right elbow under. Maybe going straight into it, set the hips back, right thigh over. Sweep this right leg forward briefly, sweep it under through, step back, and right away release the arms this time. Sweep up to the sky. Take a hand clasp from behind, bow forward, try to stretch the shoulders. Your hands release, circle back up to sky. Inhale, exhale, rotate open, warrior two. Take our left hand to the base of our neck. The right hand can either come from under to create a bind, or right hand grabs the left elbow and pulls it back. So if you've got the bind, you're leaning toward back of mat. If you've got the other one, pulling toward the back of mat. Maya, for yours, go ahead and use the feet. Good. Open back out, arms. And right hand to base of neck. Left hand either creates the bind to lean forward or grab the elbow to pull through. Good. Open back out. Shorten stance to warrior one. Face forward. Straighten the front leg, hands to hips. And let's bend at the waist. Dropping down that hamstring, willing to stretch just a little bit more than before. So lifting the hands forward helps our balance as we step both feet up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Hands can clasp behind the head, bring the head in. One more inhale. Exhale, drop hands down. One more breath in. Out. Inhale to rise. To the heart. One more side. So left elbow under. Sit back in the chair, maybe left side over. Standing leg, left forward briefly, sweep it under through, land. Release the arms up, warrior one. And clasp behind the back, bow forward, shoulders stretch behind us. And release the hands, circle the arms down to the left. Inhale. Exhale, rotate to warrior two. Right hand to base of neck. Left hand either creates the bind or grabs the elbow. Either way, we're leaning to back of mat. I have front of mat. Yep. And open back out. Last side, left hand to base of neck, create the bind or grab the elbow. Either way, lean forward. Good. Open arms back out. Shorten stance to one. And straighten front leg, hands to hips. Start forward. Hips very square forward. Eventually dropping hands to the floor, to shin, or to block. And bump the hands forward a little bit to help balance as the dangle up at the top of the mat. Both feet up here. Let the head just drop heavy, heavy, heavy. Inhale to a nice half lift. Exhale, drop the hands down to the ground. Step back to plank or kneeling plank. Once again, lower belly to the ground. This time, taking it into Sphinx, slide the elbows right under the shoulders. For just a moment, be active, trying to get the heart to go pull forward and through. Again, neck is straight instead it's long. But then take a breath or two just to collapse into the skeleton. So just the shoulders are holding us up and the head just drops heavy. But the head have this breath or two just to relax. Starting to work the hands under the shoulders, press back into child pose. Arms can be forward or backward. Walk the hands in to bring the torso upright. We're going to shift our hips to the left, so the feet are tucked to the right. This right hand reaches as far as you can over to the right. And then this left hand is just kind of covering off the left side as we drop the right ear over right shoulder. You can maintain this leaning over without the right hand. Your right hand could come over to that left neck and shoulder area. Give it a little massage. Just a couple of circles through the tightest spots. Good. Ease the head up slowly, slowly. And we'll take it to the second side. Shift the hips over to the right. Left hand reach as far as you can to the left. Left ear drops down. And then right hand starts to pull for that right side. Again, if you need the left hand on the floor, that is okay. If you're free to take that left hand, it could go up to the right neck, up to massage some of those really tight neck muscles. Easy, easy, easy. Roll the head back up. Swing our legs out in front. And this will be free form for the next minute or two. Just listen to your body. If there's seated stretches your body is still craving, that's okay. If there's laying down stretches that you'd love to take, that's beautiful. One idea I have that you could try if it feels good for your body is when you get to your Shavasana sooner or later, use both hands to give the neck, both sides together, a nice little massage, using that to help us find balance. So some of us might get there sooner, some of us might get there later. That is okay. Take any last little stretches for a minute or two that your body would love to take until sooner or later you know it's time to just relax for that final resting place. It's never a rush to get to Shavasana, but when you're there sooner or later, perhaps take that same breath again where we allow the inhale to flow in. With our exhales, we release the little particles of tension that might still be left over in our body. So here, begin to deepen the inhales, the exhales. Introduce little movements back to fingers and toes. Ankles and wrists. Stretching it out in a way that feels great. Perhaps taking a nice fetal position to one side if you wish. Enjoying a few bonus breaths, maybe 4 or 5 good cycles until sooner or later you feel ready to rise. Rise, we find our hands joining together in front of the heart. We take just a moment to connect back to that idea of releasing tension, noticing how it feels for the tension to be much more gone, much less available in the neck. And notice just how going through our life tends to bring on this kind of tension. So in what instances, maybe is it a conscious choice that we can release to choose not to have tension? And in what ways can we include practices like breath, stretching that help to release the tension? So with this simple idea, releasing tension to lead us on, let's wrap up the time that we shared together today with a sound of Om. Deep inhale now. May we be filled with life, happiness, and peace. Namaste.